Welcome to the last press conference of the East Division Elite 16 Africa Champions Club brought to B.A.L. The match fitting Nairobi City Thunder against Kriol Star, the two sides that will represent the division in the B.A.L 2025. Just a recap, Nairobi City Thunder win the match 99-86. With us is the head coach for Kriol Star, Hugo da Silva Salgado, and player number 10, Kineti Mendes. Welcome. 6 days of action. Just tell us the experience so far and what you take away from this match, the final match of the competition. We'll start with
the coach. It was really tough, to keep these guys with a so short rotation that we came. We came with 9 players on a tough games. Like yesterday, we played with 7 players mostly. So it was a little bit tough to keep the level of efficiency because we didn't have fresh legs. We have to remember 5 games in 6 days. Here Michel is with me, he's with 33 years old and he was still preparing to start playing the season. Joel Almeida is 39 years old. So that is factors that also influence a little bit. And but the most important, that's what we said also yesterday. We did our job, or what we really wanted yesterday. Today we tried to play the most that we could. We respected a lot. We tried to respect a lot the game, to play fair, to play on the max level that we can. We just couldn't fight much more with them because they had a bigger rotation. So we were missing also Patrick McLean, what is a big piece for us. And we tried to fight with them until the end. It was not enough, but. Congrats also for Nairobi because for the qualification and for the game because they were fair winners and they were better than us today.
For this tournament, I think we do a great job because put the team together on 7 days, and then we don't got any practice. Come here, a fight, and then we qualify to the bowl. But play 5 games in 6 days tough. With 9 players, stuff. You can play in same with half game because you're gonna get tired. And then you guys know Africa is a lot of physical. We're trying to do better game by game, but we do our goal. That's more important.
Kelechi, this question goes to you. You qualify for B.A.L for the first time. What does it mean for Cape Verde basketball?
It's been a lot because last year we qualified for the World Cup. It wasn't the World Cup, it was amazing. And then now we're the top of Africa, qualified to the B.A.L as the best competition in Africa now. We are the 16th best team in Africa. That's a great for Cape Verde. That's amazing. We are always trying to put Cape Verde on top.
Coach, you now have time to put up a good team for the B.A.L. What are the expectations for you?
I would say that I already have a good team, but now we have time to think, to start thinking about the roster, about the switches, if we need to make switches or addictions, because right now we have 9 players, so for sure we're gonna have more players, and most important, we have time to prepare. That was the most important for us that we didn't have this time. Was time to prepare, and that's gonna be crucial for us. And hopefully we can bring, because Cape Verde, we have there a lot of talent on the basketball wise, like Michel just spoke, they did the World Cup, and so we're going to try to put together the players that we can from that's going to fit the team, the ideas that we have for the competition, and we're going to try to go on a competition like we did here. We came for the first time for the qualification and we qualified. We're going to try to go there, and right now we can't put too many goals or whatever, but we're going to try to be really competitive and to win match by match. And if that takes us to the final, to the playoffs and then to the Final Four, we're going to fight for that for sure. If we're going to do it, let's see. But we're going to be trying for sure because I believe that everybody will.
Yeah, maybe to the coach. We saw a lot of fight back, especially in the 3rd and 4th quarters from you guys. How much is this going to be important as you prepare to now go to B.A.L?
You said back to back?
Yeah, in the 3rd and 4th quarter.
3rd and 4th quarter.
Yeah,
so a lot of
fight back.
fight back.
Yeah, fight back.
You
Yeah.
guys were fighting back a lot.
No, it's like I just said yesterday actually here that for me is really important that my teams never give up. You know that they keep fighting through everything. If we are down by 20, I just told them on the bench 1 minute and 47 seconds to the end. I asked a timeout and I just told them like let's try to hit a quick three and we are back on the game. But we were down by 16 and maybe it's a little bit unreal, but I want to make them believe also because I have 19 years coaching and I already have had weird games on my career that I had crazy victories in 1 minute, crazy losses also in 1 or 2 minutes, and so that's the mentality that I want them to have is we don't stop fighting until the end. Even if we are down by 50 points, 100 points, we're gonna hit the floor and hit the ground, everything that we can to try to get back and to fight, to punch everybody and be on the score again.
Coach, my name is Patrick. You showed up to this tournament with 9 players. To be honest, most people will give you out. How are you? What are the events that led you to coming with only 9 players? And how are you going to rotate all these 9 players within 6 days without getting any fatigue?
It required a lot of effort from us, from my players mostly, not from me, because I was yelling with them, not running like they were doing. But we just could bring 9 because we could make from one window to another window. We could make 3 switches on a team, and but we had 4 players from the last window from the Libya that they signed contracts in different places, so they couldn't come with us. So basically, what we could add was 3 players, so we were losing 1 on the roster. So we had to come with 9. It's not that we didn't have more players. We do have more players to come. Or we did have more players to come here, but we couldn't bring them. So we came with 9 players, and it was a tough job or a harder job, let's say. But I believe that it was meant to be. You know, that happened on a way that would have to happen, and we qualify with 9 players. Like a lot of people is telling it was a Cinderella story. For me, it was a fairy tale, but. We came with a wild card. I just said yesterday, we thank a lot FIBA because gave us a wild card, trust on us, and that's how we like to pay when somebody gives us something. We like to pay back with a good basketball like we did here and with a qualification like we did. Thank you.
Any more questions? All right, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Kenny.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Welcome to the second part of this press conference, the last press conference of the East Division Elite 16 of the Road to B.A.L. The match pitting Nairobi City Thunder against Kriol Stars. Just a recap, Nairobi City Thunder, win 99-86. With us is the head coach for Nairobi City Thunder, Brantley Ebbs, and player number 1, Garangli. Welcome, coach. Just general comments about your experience the last 6 days. Then we'll move to...
Yeah, I think it's been a really amazing experience to have this event hosted in Kenya, for us to be the first Kenyan club to qualify for B.A.L, to be able to go 5-0 in front of our amazing fans that kept showing up game after game, and just a really beautiful experience for our club, and I think for Kenyan basketball at large.
How was the experience being? What was the motivated you to be consistent in your three-point shooting? As of now, you probably stand at 60% shooting from the three-point line.
Yeah.
How is the confidence?
The answer to that is just my coach and my teammates. So they always encourage me, even when I was not shooting my best at practice. They always encourage me, if you have an open shot, you take it. So it's just like confidence. So they kept my confidence going, and I came to the tournament with high confidence that I'm able to knock down the shots, and thank God I made the shots.
Dean, 4 that is 4 out of 5 pointers. What do you think of that performance? Was for a youngster like you, I mean, what do you think of it? And now qualifying for B.A.L, what does it really mean to you? Does it mean something nice, something special to you? And how will you celebrate it?
I'd say it's really good. I made those 4 out of 5. I've seen my teammates make more than that. Example is Ken Washira. So at practice we always compete with each other. We always shoot with each other. It helps us improve as a team, and they have confidence in me when I get that shot. So it's okay. As we go into B.A.L, it's now like this was just the first step for us. I'd say the second step, Tanzania being the first step. So moving into our third stage of the B.A.L is really motivating to us, and like I say, we just keep going. We just keep going in this tournament, this B.A.L tournament. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
How do you intend to? Because I'm very sure you've won, yes, 5 out of 5, but I'm very sure that the areas where you need to tighten, because this is the first step you've said.
Yeah.
There's a conference, and I'm very sure that you reach the knockout and even win the thing. Which areas do you want tightened?
I'd say especially on defense, being like we are a running team, we are able to lock down people on our defense. So I think we shall improve on our defense and also executing on our offense. So that's what I'd say. That's the major thing, but a day at a time. So just improve 1% per day, and everything will be good. By the time we get to the conferences, we'll be okay.
One last question.
Mine to the coach. As you mentioned earlier, this is the first Kenyan club to make it here. Maybe what are some of the things you're going to work on? Because now it means the intensity is going to be more. You're going to meet more developed teams who are going to bring even more heat. Mm-hmm. So maybe what aspects of the game have you noticed that maybe you're going to put more emphasis?
I think I would probably just restate some of the things that Garang just mentioned, right? I think you can never be good enough on defense. You can always be a little bit better, a little bit tougher, a little bit faster, and hopefully when we start preparing for conference play, we'll have good amount of time with players. I think we've learned a lot. This is our first time doing this. I think we've learned a lot through the preparing for Tanzania and now this Elite 16 division, and so I think we even know kind of better how to organize our time and how to get quality reps in on those things. But I think honestly we also want to probably just do a lot of the same things that we have been doing in terms of like building team chemistry, getting guys to really play for one another, trust one another. A lot of times at the end of the day, those are the simple things that really help to win basketball games. If you've got a team that's committed to one another, they're willing to play hard, and if you've got the talent, which obviously I think thanks to Twende and our investors, we've been able to bring in good talent, then you really have a great chance to win.
Coach, you've been in Kenya for some time. How special is this tournament?
Almost 17 years, and I've been involved in a lot of different aspects of basketball in Kenya. So obviously, I think maybe apart from the national team, this might be the highest level that Kenyan players compete in. So it just feels it's a great honor. It's a great honor, really. It feels like a privilege, I couldn't imagine this, you know, like even a few years ago, if you'd have told me I'd be sitting here on my way to taking, you know, Kenya's first club team to the B.A.L, I couldn't have imagined it. So I love Kenya. My family's here. We have roots here, and so it just feels really special to be able to be a part of this.
A message to the boys? Just a message to the boys.
To our players? Yeah, I mean, I'm just so proud of them. I think the way that they love and respect and trust one another, you could see it on the bench, right? And I think if there's anything that I think I've tried to bring to Thunder basketball, I think it is that we can all really be happy for the contributions that each person makes, and I think you saw it with this group of guys, and I think it allowed us to be really, to be honest, like 11 players deep in this tournament, and everybody contributed, and everybody was also happy for those who were inside the court contributing. So.
Can I put you in a tight corner? From your team, who would you say has been the most outstanding?
Yeah, actually, that really isn't a part of our team culture, actually. So, agree? Yeah.
Yep.
It's been different people each night. Yeah.
All right, good.
Last question here for you, for the coach. What? Okay. Just one, the last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I wanted to ask.
Where are you going? We are in line.
Maybe adjust the...
No,
We're
live.
Okay, I wanted to ask, are you worried about the turnovers, especially for the yesterday's match? And in response to that, what are you planning to work on in the band, in the Nations League? And maybe qualifying, maybe someone might see this as the easiest part, and the hard part maybe to making a match in the league. What are you planning on that? And finally, will you beef up the squad, or is there anyone leading?
Which one question do you want me to answer?
So first of all, I'll speak about the turnovers that you have experienced in the yesterday's.
Okay, let me answer that one. That was a do or die game. The winner of that game went to the B.A.L, right? They were playing aggressive defense. Those games are tough. I don't know. I don't remember the stats, how many turnovers. I didn't think turnovers in particular were that big of a problem yesterday. I'm sure we had some, but we always do. But I think as we continue to prepare, we'll continue to try to prepare the best fundamental basketball that we can, and with high level talent. And I think if we kind of continue to put that combination together, we'll be fine.
All right, guys. Thank you, coach. Thank you, Garan. Go ahead and celebrate.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.